Coffee friends, it's Wednesday. Just here to say good morning and maybe tell you a little story. So I post a lot of things about our actual coffee shop and the things we're selling and the things we're featuring and sometimes things we do in the community. But I don't know if many of you know how we got started here. It was about 2 years ago this time of year, and my husband, who is a tattoo artist, thought that he and I should go to Columbus, Ohio to the Hell City Tattoo Convention. It was pretty intense. I am pretty comfortable amongst the fringes of society, but here at this convention I found myself pretty uncomfortable because here we were in this big arena, and it really was the Hell City Tattoo Convention. There was like devil images everywhere and people with implanted horns, and it was just a little bit outside of my my comfort zone. And I really wanted to leave and go home. But something inside me just said, you know what, just stay. It'll be fine. So I stayed. And as Brent was looking around at the exhibits, I found myself talking to this lovely woman. She was there from England, and she was selling little teeny tiny coffee mug jewelry, which was really fun. So I bought a little coffee cup pendant, and we talked for a while about our families and our lives and our travels, and it was really quite lovely. So it turns out that after our conversation, she changed into her performance clothes and performed on stage as the infamous burlesque dancer Servana Fox from England. Wow, look at that. And as we were driving home the next day, I was thinking, you know, that was really cool. It was a really cool experience, and you know, for little old me from Pleasantville, Pennsylvania, to be sharing time and conversation with this really famous burlesque dancer from England, so like totally opposite of me. And what could we do in Titusville or all over the world to make those conversations happen? Because isn't that what really we need, is for people to open up and have conversations with people who are totally different from them. So as I'm thinking this, I'm holding this tiny little coffee cup pendant in my hand, and I thought, oh, you know, what if we had a coffee shop in Titusville? So I came back and I said that to about 3 people. You know, wouldn't it be cool if we had this little coffee shop? And about, I don't know, 24 hours later, the owner of this building came to me and he said, Sarah, I have the perfect space for you. I hear you're opening a coffee shop. And I thought, whoa, like slow down, here I am. I'm in the middle of my master's degree. I have like 2 jobs already. I have 6 kids, and this really wasn't in my plans to actually open a business. Because if any of you know me well at all, I'm not a business person at all. But he insisted, he said, go down there, sit, see what you think, and let me know. So I went down to this building, which had been vacant for several years, and I sat there on a Friday and thought, you know, what is happening here? And I prayed like the deepest, most sincere prayer of my life. Like, dear Jesus, if this is supposed to happen, you really have to show me the next clear step, because I'm in uncharted territory here. So I did. I prayed with my whole heart, like, dear Jesus, just show me what's next. Show me the next clear step. Make this very clear, because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. So that very night, we went camping in the Allegheny National Forest with our 6 kids and our camper and the whole load. It was kind of a miserable weekend. It was raining. One of my kids chopped half their toe off with a rock, ended up in the emergency room. Again, I just wanted to go home, and something just said, you know what, stay, it'll be okay. So we stayed, and Saturday evening, my oldest son Gavin was riding his bike, and he came back and he said, Mom, there's some things in the dumpster that I want to check out. I said, okay. He's a pretty creative scavenger type of kid, and he'll make new things out of old, and so it wasn't atypical. So he took my dad and my dad's truck and my dad's trailer, and what they came back with was a trailer loaded full of 10 restaurant bar stools, 2 restaurant quality high chairs, a shelving unit, and 2 commercial bun coffee makers that worked when we plugged them in. I said, wow, looks like we have a coffee shop here. And I immediately saw that as like my next clear step, because The other option would have been being struck by lightning or something, because there could have been more clarity than finding actual coffee pods in the forest the same weekend that I was praying for clarity and direction. So we came back and I signed a lease and we started plugging away at this place, and here we are almost 2 years later. And so some days they wake up and think, oh, this is really a hard business and what am I doing here, and I don't know if I can float this. But then I remember when God puts coffee pots in the forest, that's a pretty sure sign to me that He has a plan for this place and for every person that comes into it. So I just remind myself of that today and every day, and just encourage you to follow your dreams and to watch for the next clear step and to come join me for coffee, because, you know, it's pretty cool here.